Hi guys, and welcome to this week's review show.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for all your support on the previous shows, on our previous content. It really does mean the world, and it does allow us to constantly bring you more magical goodness videos. There you go.
And remember, before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really, really does help. And if you press the notification bell, you'll be notified every time we put a new video up, which is probably every single day.
It is true. And also, that is actually good, not just to see the video, but a lot of the times, obviously, new tricks come out, and they sell out so fast now, so that way you'll get the heads up very early on, which is really cool. But we have got 3 wicked tricks to talk about today. 2 brand new ones, and then one that's been unavailable for a hell of a long time, but that is finally back out. All right?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
Right. Divide, AirFlight, and any card. What would you start with?
Let's start with any card.
All right. Let's go for it.
So the first trick we're going to talk about today is Any Card by Richard Sanders. Now, this was probably released about 7-8 years ago, I think, when it first hit the market.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, if you know anything about Richard Sanders, you'll know that he releases products that are true workers, really commercial, great methods. And whenever he releases something, magicians really take notice. Now, there is one bad thing I've got to say about Richard's products, and that is they sell out very quickly and they take a long time to restock. So Richard is a full-time pro magician. The release in magic is sort of a sideline, so it doesn't take priority for Richard. So you might find, I mean, this was out of stock for a good few years.
Yeah, and the demand was there. You know what I mean? The demand every day was there for it. It's such a good routine.
So what I'm trying to say is if you like it, grab one while you can, because if you don't, you may be waiting years to grab one. So I tell you what, before we talk about it, let's have a look at your performance.
Let's take a look.
Hello. I've never done any magic before, but I'd like to learn a magic trick with cards.
Yeah.
And buy one, please.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You've never done a trick before, you said?
No.
Okay, you're going to like this one. It's called Any Card. Okay. It's so easy to do, even an absolute beginner can do it, okay? So place out your hand for me. I'm going to place the cards on your hand, put your other hand on top. Now, you know a deck of cards, ace all the way through to king, and you've got clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds, right? I want you to just, in your mind, just imagine you're going to reach into a deck, you're going to pull out a random card. So you're going to see a card in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, you got one?
Yeah.
Okay, lift up your hand. Now, I actually made a prediction inside this deck. I turned the 4 aces face up. That's quite cool. You were thinking of an ace, right?
I wasn't, actually.
You weren't?
No.
Okay, that would have been good, though. What card were you thinking of?
I was thinking of the 7 of clubs.
The 7 of clubs, okay. Now, I'm going to go inside. We're going to take out the aces and we'll do a trick with them, all right? But that's absolutely fine. So you'll see them through here. Let me take them out.
Right.
Let me take them out. So there's that one. And then, where's the other 2? We've got one there. And one there. Now, there's my 4 face-up aces, okay? Yeah. I will do a trick with them in just a moment. But first, you thought of any card, right? It didn't happen to be one of the aces, but that's absolutely fine. Place your hand up for me. You thought of one playing card, right?
Yeah.
It was the
7 of clubs.
Now, even though these look like 4 aces, they are actually marked on the back.
Right.
Okay, watch. If I turn over the ace of hearts, it is the...
Yeah.
Next one is 7.
Right.
You chose any card of clubs.
No way.
The 7 of clubs.
How
now, look,
did you do that?
You chose any card, right?
Yeah.
How cool is that? Now, the great thing with this is it works with any named card. They can think of anything. It'll work every single time.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you. And that is well and truly written on there, right? It's not a sticker.
No.
It's so easy to do, and it comes with everything you need. Video instructions and the deck of cards and everything.
And I can do it?
Yeah, honestly, an absolute beginner can do it. It's the perfect trick for someone starting out because it can't really go wrong.
Wow, that's
whatever card they name,
good.
it's going to work.
Yes, I will definitely take one of those,
Yeah,
please.
okay, there you go. Right, enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay, so that was Harry performing Any Card. So that was the first. Is that your first time doing it? Because I know Dean, who's a great mate of yours, performs it all the time.
Yep.
But this was your first time, and how did you find it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's super easy to do. It's well made. The instructions are really good as well, actually. They do break it down really good.
Yeah, you know? Richard, that's the other thing with Richard Sanders. His instructional material. He's a phenomenal magician, But as a tutor, he's fantastic as well. Everything is broken down. It's very clear, easy to follow, loads of detail.
Yeah. It's really, really good. It's simple to do. It's easy to do. And it works, obviously, with any named card. I think what's good about this is you do what you say, because ahead of time, obviously, you get them to think of any card. If they think of one of the aces, obviously, it's absolutely fine. But if they think of any other card, you say, oh, I turned over the 4 aces face up. And now, when you get the deck out, there is just 4 aces face up. It's exactly what you just said. And you take them out, obviously, and their card's written on the back. I think it is so strong. Yeah. Any named card is brilliant. And the handling looks like that every time. You know, it's not just a one-off hit.
Setup, there is a one-time setup,
yeah,
right?
One-time setup, yeah.
So once you've got it set, which will take you about, what, 10 minutes?
If that. You literally, minutes? He literally says, spread off this amount of cards, put them to one side, write on the back of this one, put it to the side, then the next one. You only end up writing on, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, about 18 cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good.
And then you're set. Once you've done it, you don't have to do it again. And like Harry said, you can reveal any card apart from, I presume, the Joker.
Yep.
Which, most tricks like this, you don't do it with the Joker in play. So it's literally a great alternative for effects like the Invisible Deck. Mm-hmm. It gets that brilliant mentalism and magic feel about it.
Yeah. A lot of people I speak to on the phone, since we've had this up, say, I don't get along with RNS. Don't get along with it. It's not like an Invisible Deck in terms of, because some people I know Andy doesn't get along with Invisible Deck, for example, whereas this he would get along with, because it's not the same stuff they use. Also, it's only half and half a card.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have to worry about trying to... Yeah. There's none of that. It's literally, you push to the top, it's fine. Push to the bottom, they're parting, So you haven't got to worry about any of that stuff. So I know a lot of you guys are not fans of that kind of method. Or not a lot of you guys. Some of you guys aren't a big fan. I use it all the time. I never have a problem with RNS myself.
I'll be honest. When I was your age, I used it all the time, didn't have a problem. The older I've got, I don't know if my fingers have got drier or something, and I find myself struggling with a regular RNS. But nowadays, most people are using sticks and everything else, which makes it so much easier. Like you said, it's more about finger position.
Yeah.
If you're pushing at the bottom or the top, whatever it is, they just stay together. You just move your finger and it will part.
Exactly.
And it's so much easier, and it gives you that natural reveal rather than... And how many times have we seen people with an Invisible Deck? And I do it where you go through and you go, oh, there is one face up, and you're doing all this rather than, you spread everything beautifully and you get to this one and you're messing about. This allows you to just spread through and it just flows with the spread, which is really nice.
No, highly recommend it. It's good for anyone getting into Magic, good for any working pro. The reset's not that long either, because you just sort of turn the cards over and you can see where you need to put the card back.
Yeah.
So reset's fine. Any named card. It's super duper visual as well. I'm trying to think where it'd be good for. Walk around. It'd be good for.
Yeah, you don't need a table because you out jog the aces.
Yeah.
And now you can, if you want to, you can close up the deck, or you could close up the deck and just take the cards out and show them, which are fine.
No Invisible Deck mathematics either.
Yeah.
None of that's adding up like that. You are counting, but it's not like that. You're literally counting 1, 2, 3.
So it's
4.
more like a brainwave type.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
And also, skill-wise, an absolute beginner could do it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
There is no sleight of hand, no real memory work going on, no mathematics, as Harry said. It's a really good effect to just carry about and do. And I know this was, I mentioned Dean earlier, but I know this was one of his go-tos. If it was like, show me a trick, this would be the one that gets the reactions. And the great thing is as well, as with all of these tricks, if you're performing to a group, you can break down that card selection so more people involved, rather than just going name a card. You can go, look, we're together. You're gonna name a card.
Yeah.
Is that card you're going to name a red card or a black card for the first spectator? Okay, you said black card, say it could be a club or a spade.
Yeah.
What one's it? So now you're getting 4 people involved in that selection, which, once again, if you're performing tables, you're doing walk around, that's an important thing, to get more people involved and engaged in the routine.
100%. But yeah, highly recommend any card. Like I said, if you do like the look of it, just grab one out. It's not one of the effects you want to get secondhand because you want it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's brilliant. You'll love it.
Yeah. So that is any card. So trick 2 on the agenda today is AirFlight by Mark Bennett. So I heard about this way before Blackpool actually, because I was filming a deep dive with Mark and I said, oh, what have you got coming up? And he said, I'm working on this. And to be fair, if I think back, I would say that was probably a year ago that he either had the prototype or he was telling me the idea.
Right.
And I said, it's a fantastic idea. The idea behind this is Mark didn't want to create a ring flight for your working repertoire. You can use it in your working repertoire, but he wanted to design a ring flight for everyday use. A ring flight that's on your keys. Now, most of us, when we go out and perform, I've still got an El Duco ring flight from years ago, which I absolutely love. And it's in my close-up case. If I go out, that will get put on me. And when I finish the gig, it gets put back into the case. Now, ring flight is one of those really powerful effects that it should be carried with you all the time. It's a beautiful piece of magic. But finding one that looks organic enough just to pop on your keys. Now, I'm going to be honest, a few months ago, I thought that problem had been solved.
Yes.
I bought one, Harry bought one, Jamie bought one, Andy bought one, Wayne Goodman bought one, and within a matter of weeks, one of us said, oh, mine's fallen apart. Then I said, oh, mine's okay. Next day, oh, hang on, mine's fallen apart as well. And they all started falling apart, which was a shame because
Great, yeah, it looked, the idea in that was great.
Yeah, it looked great. It functioned well. But there was just something wrong with the manufacturer that made them fall apart. But I thought that had been solved with that product. An everyday one, you pop on your keys, it's always there. You might not use it as your gigging one.
Yeah,
but to use it on the fly, it was great. What Mark has done is created something equally as organic.
Yep.
Works very well. I've only had this for a few weeks, my one, and it's been fine. And I've done a little performance of it, which I'll tell you what, let's take a look at it now.
£52.25p, and I need a really good trick.
Really good trick. £52.25 is AirFlight by Mark Bennett. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
Brilliant. All I need is 2 helpers and we can do this.
Okay.
Just like that, they appear. Right, guys, make your way round.
Holy smokes. Right. As if by magic, that was lovely.
So, first things first, does anyone have a ring?
I've got a ring. Yeah.
Oh, can I borrow that one?
Yeah.
That's great. And Harry, do me a favour, there's a padlock up there. Would you mind just grabbing the padlock?
That's a solid padlock.
That is a solid padlock.
Yeah.
So we've got your ring.
Yep.
And we have the padlock. Do me a favour, can you lock the padlock and hold it between your hands, just like that?
Yep.
Okay, because we're going to take the ring, and what's going to happen is the ring's going to travel from my hand onto that lock padlock. Just double check it's not there already.
No.
Okay.
There's no way.
Now, it's going to jump from here over to there. Now, I'll tell you as well, just so we know everything's good, the key to the padlock's on there. You hold on to those, and this is what's going to happen. We're going to count down from 3 down to 1. At the moment we hit 1, I'm going to open my fingers. The ring will be gone, and it'll be on there.
No chance.
Ready?
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
1. Watch. Just like this, the ring vanishes, and it appears on there.
It's not on there. I didn't feel it. It's not on there.
It didn't. It honestly didn't arrive.
No.
It might be taking its time. Sometime. I mean, it's gone.
Yeah.
So I've done half the trick.
Yeah.
But if you take it home, Andy, put it under your pillow, I'm sure in the morning it would have arrived.
Yeah. Or Debbie would have clouted me with
Or she would have clouted you. All right, but there is a key that opens this padlock.
Right, okay.
But there's no point in opening that padlock. But a ring did go and it did appear somewhere. Do me a favour, just You've been holding these since the beginning, right? But if you have a look there,
No way!
hanging from my keys is one ring. Is that your ring?
That is my ring.
That is your ring.
That's
and
crazy.
We can get that off for you just like that. Confirm that's yours.
That is mine. Yeah, it's definitely mine.
And that is AirFlight by Mark Bennett.
That's great.
That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
All right. So that's the performance of AirFlight.
I will just say it's super strong. Ring flight is the hardest trick to do for camera. Literally, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the real world, your whole performance, everything's completely different. You've got more people to bounce off of. You've got more reaction and things like that. It's such a strong one. But yeah, always difficult trying to film a ring flight for a video.
Yeah, it is, because ring flight does require a bit of misdirection. It does require misdirection. But in the real world, when you're performing it, you're talking to the spectator. That's all the misdirection you need is to ask them a question.
Yeah, they're just going to look at you.
Or to talk to them for a split second. On camera, with a lot of these type of effects, it is slightly harder because the camera doesn't blink. You can't misdirect it. But you'll see, it's ring flight that, if I'm talking about the gimmick seems very well made.
He's changed the manufacturing now, hasn't he, I think?
Yeah,
slightly.
The ones he had at Blackpool, he slightly improved it with this one. And it works great. I've had mine, I think, for just over a month or something, and it's been fine. It's on my keys. I haven't used it hundreds of times, but I have used it in that time, and it's never failed me. Ring flight is one of those effects as well that is super strong. I mean, it's sort of like an extreme burn. We all know the reactions you get to extreme burn. And ring flight is the same sort of thing. It's that real, when I think about what I consider to be real magic, when I was a kid and when I used to watch magic on TV, ring flight would have been one of those effects. It's something vanishing and appearing in an impossible location. Yeah. The other thing that a ring flight allows you to do as well is a really beautiful, clean vanish. It's not only the appearance, but the vanish is great. Their ring is on your finger. You take the ring off into this hand. This hand's empty, and then it goes. I mean, the vanish is beautiful. And the appearance is just incredible. It's on your key ring.
Yeah, it is awesome. And it's a great one, like you said, to carry around. When people hear you're a magician, you do a trick, this is a great one. Use a borrowed object. There's a great moment of magic there. And it's kind of, that could be your one and done. If anyone asks you a trick, you do that. That's strong enough for it to be like, wow, let me book you. Facts. If you show one person one trick, you can't get much stronger than a borrowed ring flight.
And there are some great routines that you can do with ring flight. Now, if you have one or if you're able to get one, once again, Richard Sanders had a product out called Any Ring, which was a ring vanishing cloth. Now, the great thing about having a coin vanishing cloth or a ring vanishing hanky or whatever it is the time delay.
Yes.
So the idea of these cloths is I could borrow the ring, show the ring, do that where I'm taking it off my finger, but then hold it in the cloth and get them to actually hold the ring. Yeah. So now, as far as they're concerned, they're holding on to the ring. My bit's been done. Now I can set the premise. It's going to vanish from here. It's going to appear over here. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. The moment I snap my fingers, they let go of the cloth and the ring's gone. Yeah. They've just been holding it. And the keys are already out. That's the thing.
It just helps you so much, and they can't backtrack because the ring they last saw it there. They didn't see it, but they've held it. They've got it in their hand. So it just adds. It's so deceptive.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
It's really good. If you can get one, you don't need them by any stretch of the imagination. But if you want to sort of extend the routine, make it a bit bigger, make it into a parlor effect. It adds the drama. You're getting more people involved. You can put more gags in because they've got the ring.
I think it probably give you more confidence performing it as well because you've got something there that is the ring as such. So you don't have to worry about it's in this hand and trying to prove it's in that hand. as far as they're concerned, they're holding on to it. So you can do whatever you want. They've got a hold of their ring. The trick hasn't started yet in their eyes.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
It's killer.
That's a good point. The trick hasn't even started in their eyes yet. From your point of view, it's done. Your bit's done. So now it's all the performance, and that time delay means a lot because the keys are already in that spectator's hand before they even believe it's vanished. You know, that's incredible magic.
It's brilliant.
So who's this good for? It's mechanical, so a beginner could do it. It does take a bit of practice, but that's not sleight of hand practice. No. That is practice on performance, practice on misdirection. And it's one of those effects. Now, I've been speaking to a few magicians about this recently. There are a lot of effects that are out there that you've just got to go and do. You know, you've just got to go out there, you've got to do it. The more you do it, the more confident you'll become with it, and the easier everything and the more natural you'll feel with the object. But it is all about going out there and performing it. Rehearse it first so you know the movements and you know what you got to do. You practice the vanish and everything else, but technically it's not difficult. So I would say this is in the realms of a beginner, and it's a powerful effect for a beginner. So I think it will suit anyone, beginner, intermediate or pro. Remember, it's designed to be an everyday carry. It's designed to go on your key ring so you're always ready to perform a seriously strong piece of magic. Where is it good for? Well,
anywhere really, you know, close up, walk around, like obviously just everyday carry like you were saying. It's not big either. I mean, it all obviously fits inside that box, and that just goes on your keys, you know, so it doesn't take up hardly any room. It's not like you've got a massive extra thing on your keys, you know, it's literally the size of an AirTag.
An AirTag,
It's brilliant.
And it does work on stage. If you get your routine right, the effect will work on stage. Mark Bennett performs this on stage. He's got an app, I believe he talks about it in the instructions. There's an app that he downloaded for free from the App Store, and it's a fake AirTag locator or something.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he gives the keys out, and then he puts the locator on to find the person that's holding his keys, and the ring's now on their key ring. Yeah, it's very, very good. I like it. I've been looking for something like this for a few years. Like I said, a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, or a year ago, whenever it was released, I thought I'd found the answer. Unfortunately, it didn't last very long. The other good thing about this as well is it's really well priced.
Yeah, it's really well priced. Yeah. And he does say on there as well, like, obviously you have confidence with it. He talks on there, if ever you need it replaced and things like that, he goes over that as well. You know, you can get, if you ever did need one, obviously he goes through all of that on the instructions. You haven't got to buy a whole brand new one again if anything did happen, which is good.
Yeah, so that's great. That is AirFlight by Mark Bennett. Okay, so the final effect to talk about today is Divide by Richard Griffin.
I think this is great. I think it's so much fun. I think it's really commercial, super visual. I think it's a great release.
It's so off the wall as well.
I don't even know how he's come up with that, because it's just such a clever idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a good idea, but also I feel like he's worked on it, and it's as streamlined as it can be now.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Roddy's Little Door.
Yeah, that's what Jamie said as well.
It's sort of got that feel about it. It's that impossible movement of the card. And the good thing is it's their sign card, so that you can hand them back the card at the end. It's visually really appealing. It looks really nice when you slide that out, push it back, and then peel that thing off again.
Let's see it first.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's have a look quick.
Let's watch it.
Watch it now.
Spend, and I want to buy a card trick that's like a stage illusion.
Okay. I think, do you know what? This one's literally just come into stock. It's called Divide by Richard Griffin. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
I think it should hopefully tick all the boxes what you're looking for. Okay. Now, it does use a deck of cards, and we need one chosen. So just take out any card you like.
Let's go for this one.
Perfect. And I need you to write your name on the face of it, which is, that side. Lovely jubbly. Now, you asked for a card illusion, a card trick that's like a stage illusion, right?
Yes.
Now, one of the most famous loads of illusionists, right, always have assistants. And one of the most famous illusions is the zigzag illusion.
Yeah, the zigzag lady.
Exactly, right? And what they do is they actually put the lady in a zigzag or in a box and split it into 3 equal segments, right? Obviously the lady is fine, and that's the illusion. So we're going to try it here. We're going to stick a sticker on the back of your signed card like this.
Okay.
Let me make sure it is fully stuck. Look, you can see your squiggle on there.
Yeah.
And we're going to try and create that exact illusion, the zigzag illusion. Okay, so let me make sure it is fully stuck. Now watch. We should be able to, if we just snap our fingers, create an illusion where we can slide your card into 6 equal segments.
I can even see the card underneath.
Yeah, the 8 of clubs, right? I think it was. Look, how cool is that? Look, you can actually slide it. In actual fact, you do it. Look, take your fingers and just slide it back. Make sure it's not just me. And there's no mirrors, no trapdoors. That is well and truly your card sliding.
They are really sliding.
See? But, of course, like any good illusion, it's only an illusion if, obviously, everything's fine at the end. If we take your card back, look, your card is back intact. And in actual fact, look, turn it over. Peel that sticker off for me. I'll take back the sticker. You can have your signed card.
Sticker.
There you go. How cool is that?
That is great.
It's so good. Works with any signed card, and it's called Divide. It comes with full video instructions and the gimmicks you're going to need. Do you want one?
I'll take it.
Perfect. Honestly, you're going to absolutely...
So that was Harry performing Divide for our socials. And remember, if you want to see those videos when they just go up, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
Correct. But yeah, it's so much fun, you know. Literally, you have that sticker on your box.
Yeah.
You perform normal tricks, and as soon as you want to, you can go into that trick. You know, it's not a whole deck. It literally uses their sign card, the sticker, and one other thing. You know, it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. Super visual. Comes in red and blue. Both look great. Easy to do. And it's just a really good one, not only for socials, but for real life as well. It looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it look even close up. It looks so good.
Yeah.
So skill level, I think a beginner could do it. It will take. You will have to rehearse it, but there is a move you've got to do on it. But you don't sort of actually do that move. The cards do it for you.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of, it definitely, I mean, Richard's gone over so much stuff just to aid you in performance that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every little bit on there's something to help you with it.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But, yeah, I think anyone, again, probably could do it. I think it's good for anywhere. I think as a performer, I think you'd love it. It's so different off the wall. And they will remember that. You know, it's not a normal find a card trick.
Yeah,
it's a good illusion.
It's completely different. And it's one of those things where the thing I like about it is it's really sort of a gimmicked card. A bit like STC or something like that. And I always have an STC in my deck. And that's sort of my opening gambit. Then I'll remove the jokers. Gimmick goes along with the jokers. And now I'm clean.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with this. You can start... Oh, before we get started, let me show you this. So I never really wanted to do card magic. I wanted to be a stage illusionist. You know, where they cut people up and pull out their middles and everything. And unfortunately, you know... my card's not big enough.
Yeah.
So I created this. Let me show you this and then I'll show you some more magic. And then you go into it. You know, it's a lovely
It's
piece.
just crazy. And he's really thought about everything. Like the card, when you slide it, the card that's now there is the one that's underneath it. You know, everything just lines up. You can tell he's put a lot of thought into it. Things really well made as well. It lasts you absolutely ages. I can't see, unless you were to lose it, why it wouldn't last you a lifetime. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Easy to do, good for pretty much any scenario, but I definitely think close up, walk around is killer. Can easily keep it in your deck of cards as well. Yeah, honestly, I think it's such a good release. It's nice when you have a release like that where it's not really any negative at all. It's just a great release.
No, so where it's good for, as Harry said, mix and mingle, walk around will be perfect. If you're hitting tables, that will be perfect. If you're doing a small parlour performance, that will be perfect.
Yeah.
It's not going to play great on stage because this is all about being able to see it. But, you know, a little parlour, you sitting down, 20, 30 people in front of you, you can hold it up, you can show them, they can see it. And the nice thing is, because you slide the bits down, obviously you see the bits there, but you see the white coming through.
Yeah.
So it's quite obvious, even from a little bit of a distance, what's going on. So for any of those situations and performing scenarios, it would be absolutely perfect. And skill level, we think a beginner should be able to master it in pretty much no time. But even if you're a pro, you are going to love the visuals on this.
Yeah, it's
so
killer.
Good.
Definitely ticks every box. So that is Divide. Highly recommend it. But what we've spoken about today is Any Card
by Richard Sanders, AirFlight by
Mark
Bennett. And Divide.
It killed me for that. I can't know that. Mark Bennett, yeah, obviously. And then, yeah, Divide, Richard Griffin. 3 great effects. Again, all of them super commercial, really workable as well, and all a bit different. Literally, all of them are great. You'll love every single one of them. But, guys, as per usual, comment down below what effects you want to see being reviewed, and we'll do our very, very best. If you have any of these items, well, let us know what you think about it down below, and please leave a like on the video.
Yeah. And we are looking at doing a couple of review show specials where we're going to focus on a certain genre of effect and then talk about the differences. They're always really interesting to sort of compare.
100%. But a little bit of news update. Next week, we have got a live launch show. So it's our live launch show on Thursday, which I think is the 26th. I'm not 100% sure. I think so. And that will be talking about Short Change that come out earlier this month and launching the brand new Mind Spy wallet, which is very, very exciting because it's a very limited run of those. We also have on the 20th... Oh, there you go. Look at that.
And that is a limited run. Once these are gone, chances are we won't run them again. And if we do, it won't be for another 10 years or so.
Yeah, 100%. And also on Tuesday, is it on Tuesday? We have got the incredible Adam Dadswell down here for a studio live, correct? Lovely. Which is going to be awesome. You guys love Adam's stuff. He's a creator of Loki, Everyday ESP, and he's got a load of good stuff on Unlimited already. Remembering 3, and 2 others, which are fantastic. I can't remember the names of it, but they're really, really good.
Yeah.
What was it? Synchronicity?
Startle, Synchronicity.
Yeah, Startle, Synchronicity, and Remembering 3. Yeah, they're all really, really good. So yeah, join us. And remember, if you're a member of Unlimited, you get access to that studio live absolutely free. There's no extra cost, no additional cost to watch that live lecture. It's fantastic. And of course, it's saved on a platform so you can watch it back and learn it proper in depth.
And if you want to be cheeky and you're not a member of Unlimited, why don't you go and take the 7-day free trial and you can still watch the Adam Dadswell
You get full access to Unlimited.
And you get it for nothing.
Yeah.
So you can watch it for nothing, plus learn a bunch of other tricks, and that's it. But I'm sure if you join, you will absolutely love Unlimited. The other thing I want to say as well, myself and Harry have just filmed this week's edition of The Act. If you've never seen The Act before, go and check it out on the Act playlist on Alakazam on our YouTube channel. Every single week, we are given a budget, we are given a performing scenario, we're given some restrictions, and then we've got to create an act within that budget. Now, this week was a brilliant one because it was creating a mystery act, so we could choose what we were going to create. We had a budget of £75, and me and Harry both created acts for that budget, so £75 each. But when the stuff was laid out and we were discussing it, I was shocked how strong the performing acts were for £75. So go and watch that episode of The Act. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it will be next week sometime.
It'll be the day before this video.
Oh, so it's already up there.
Get over there now.
Yesterday. Go and watch it, because honestly, if you're looking for a strong act for 75 quid for walk around, I mean, you have got ample there to choose from, and it was
actually crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I find the act a great thing to do for us when we're actually doing it, because it does get you thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check that out.
It was a really good one. But guys, thank you so much for all your support. Until next time, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Ciao.